Okay, welcome to the next episode of OG Superfly Garage. Today, we're going to be taking apart the heart of the Black Widow, and we're going to be dismantling all of it, taking the accessories off, the heads off, everything. We're going to break it down to just the 302 block. That is it. Pistons out, everything. So, let's go. I'm going to start by removing the clutch. Clutch is off. Doesn't look too bad, as you can see. But we're going to be putting on a different clutch, probably a dual disc clutch. It's going to be expensive, but at the end of the day, I think it'll be worth it. Take the flywheel off now. Just take it off now. It's coming off anyway. So I know from this angle, it looks like I'm really short, but I'm not. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't feel rough or anything, but we're gonna put a new flywheel on anyway, so there it is. The engine backing plate or spacer, that can come off when we get it on the hoist before we put it on that stand. So outside of that, I think we're ready to lift it off of here. Thing here is a level, so I keep it level because there's so much front accessories left on here. That's why I was tilting like that. See how this works? Leveling it out. See how it's just straight? Yeah, because it was like, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do that. But these are all tight now. Well, guys, honestly, what I'm gonna do is leave this hoist on here just in case, because it's late, it's dark outside, and we're gonna go home. But because I have some of the water pump on, stuff like that, you know, it's kind of weighing the front down. But I went back and tightened these bolts because they were loose anyway, so I tightened them up. So in theory, this stand should hold it just fine, but I'm gonna leave the hoist on here just in case, because you just never know, you know what I mean? And so once I get the front water pump off and stuff like that, then I'll take the hoist off, because that'll be less weight, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. Hope you guys have a good night. See you tomorrow. All right, guys, so I didn't show this part perhaps, but I just want to explain their difference here. So notice this is a grade 8 bolt, but it's only a 3-inch bolt, right? So I went to the hardware store and bought these to put in here into the stand that go into the engine, because they're obviously grade 8, so they're stronger. And so I bought 3.5 inch because the 3 inch was too short. There wasn't enough thread. It was about that much thread going into the block. So anyway, when I got back, only 3 of the bolts were 3.5 inch and 1 3-inch. So they gave me 1 wrong bolt. So went to back to the hardware store yesterday, got the correct bolt and switched this one out right here. So now all of them have 3.5 inch bolts and everything is secure, as you can tell. And you might notice the jack has equal support, a little bit extra support, I should say. I'm doing that because honestly, I don't trust the stand too much. And because of these GT40 P heads, you know, they're iron heads, so they're extremely heavy. And so once I get these heads off of both sides, then I'll take the jack out, because obviously it's going to be a lot less weight. And you also might notice how the jack is on the side instead of in the front. And I have the pan here to catch spills, so that when I take the timing chain and water pump off, it's going to spill out, right? And so to spill out onto here. As you can tell, I'm trying to be as less messy as possible. But anyway, let's get started to dismantling this thing and see how far we can get. These are 47-pound fuel injectors. We will not be reusing those, by the way. Here is the injector harness right here, the old one. Keep this, obviously. These were the parts. Better than having nothing in there, okay? Thank God for technology, huh? Imagine doing this with a regular ratchet. It'd take forever. See what's underneath here. See the valve train. Wow, look at that, dude. That's cool. So I suppose they're able to reuse these, but I don't know about that. These are Scorpion 1.72 rockers. The cam inside is a Ford B303 cam, which is going to be replaced with the Anderson Ford Motorsport B31 HR cam. And we're going to go to 1.6 trick flow rockers, and obviously different AFR heads. So, but who knows, maybe these will be up for sale, or I might save it for a different build. Who knows? and you're removing your water pump bolts using one of these impact, you need to be really careful because sometimes these bolts will seize up over time and you'll shear the bolt off, and you don't want to do that. So I know that this has probably been off fairly recently, so that's why I'm not too worried about it. But typically you don't want to do that. You want to use something that's like a regular wrench. Somehow I don't think that plate was supposed to separate, but who knows, man. Like I said, I'm glad I'm not reusing this. So you might be wondering why I left the bolts in. It's because specific bolts go in certain locations on the water pump. And so just when I get the new water pump, then I can just go buy this new water pump and bolts and just go from there. It's not even flexible. It's gonna ruin that. But what choice do I have? Hit print. It's all Bluetooth. There it is. And these are just simple bins from Harbor Freight that I'm using to organize the bolts. And you can see I've done over there. It's funny because I wore gloves this whole time, and then I'll take it off, my hands are easy. GT40 P. It's authentic. Just so you know. They don't look too bad. And for the record, these are AutoLite 104s for the GT40 P heads. AutoLite 104s. See, so you pick it up and lay it down the exact way you were looking at it. This is gonna be real heavy, bro. So this is generally held on by dowel pins, so you can actually take the heavy cylinder head, rest it on the dowel pins, and then tighten everything down so it doesn't slide, so you get a good seal. So I'll take out the dowel pins. So it's gonna be real heavy. Ooh, look at that black. You tell me, guys, what do you see? See a bad cylinder head gasket? What do you see? I don't see where it was bad on this side. Let me know what you guys think. There's both sides. This is the passenger side, by the way. What do you see? Bad gasket, perhaps? I don't know. hard to say. This is called the spider. Basically, it just holds the dog bones in place for the guide for the lifters. It says up, so it lets you know which way it faces, right? So there's a little scarring here on that one compared to this one. Not sure why. This one's got a little bit of scarring. I'm not sure why. It's not horrible. So you see how it is the dog bone. It prevents these from spinning, so they go up and down without spinning all crazy, causing damage. Top part's broken down. Top part's done. See how it raised up and took the heads off? Like it's not even touching it. That there shows you how heavy those heads are. Look, they didn't even really move it. Big Daddy. This is good, anything metallic in there? I don't see anything. That would let us know if any of the pistons are damaged or any of the internal rotating assembly is damaged, because it usually winds up in the oil and winds up in the bottom of the oil pan. So I think we're gonna have to put all this back together. We gotta get this front plate off to be able to get the camshaft out as well. We could pull the piston. Well guys, that'll be it for today. Had to make a run to AutoZone to pick up some tools that we need to remove the harmonic balancer. But we did manage to get the oil pan off and take a look at the bottom end. The bottom end looks really good, as you could possibly see. It looked really good. There's no carnage in the oil pan or anything like that, so I think we're good on that one. But until next time, we'll see you later.